Hey guys, what's up? It's Deprimido. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here in FL Studio. Sorry I've been gone for such a long time. My old computer, it was really breaking down and not working well, so my videos were coming out really horribly and glitchy. So I decided to just not upload until I got a new one, but I have finally gotten that and I've got it all set up. And I gotta say, I'm really happy with it. It's the Lenovo Legion 5 and I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot faster and it just works better. But today we're going to be making a rage beat for Trippie, SoFaygo, Playboi Carti, stuff like that. So I really enjoy these beats. I haven't made too many of them, but they're a lot of fun to make, even though they're not totally my style. But yeah, let's just jump into it. So for these, the melodies are going to be really simple, especially compared to other really simple beats. It's usually just going to be 2 or 3 main instruments, but the first one of those is generally going to be some sort of a kind of a bright pad sound. I used hybrid for this, and this is the sound that I came up with. You definitely want it to be kind of harsh and have some saw waves or triangle or, you know, something of that sort. But pretty much we're just going to lay out a chord progression with a lot of 7th chords and 9th chords even sometimes. And I'm going to make that and then I'll show you what I come up with. Okay, so this is the pattern that I made. It sounds like this. Nice and simple, just some 7th chords. You can see right here, if we move this back to where it originally was, this is just adding the 7th, but I transposed this up an octave because it sounds a little bit better in my opinion. Very simple, just some chords. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding some effects, so I'm just going to put this in the mixer by pressing Ctrl L, and then we can find an EQ. I want to take off just a little bit of the top end. I don't want to take out the harshness or anything, but I just want it to not be as harsh. So here's the EQ that I did. I just brought the 6th band down a little bit to take out some of the airiness on the top end, and this is what it sounds like. Pretty cool. Next we're going to do kind of the main part of the melody. So I've got hybrid open again, and here's the sound that I came up with. But I'm probably going to use that up an octave. I think it'll sound a little bit better for this beat. So pretty much what you want to have is some sort of like a square lead or a triangle lead. You don't want it to be too harsh, but you also don't want it to be soft. So I'm probably going to do this up an octave, and this is what that'll sound like. Right there. The only change that I want to make to this preset is I'm going to turn the attack up a little bit. I like that. And then I'm just going to put a note down right here on C, stretch that out for 8 bars, and then we're going to put this on the mixer and render it out. Then we're going to come to this audio clip, open it up, and drag it back into the channel rack right here. And that way we can use it as a one-shot pretty much. So then we can delete this and this, and then we've just got right here our synth sound. Now the reason that you want to render it out is so that we can turn it to a portamento kind of slide sound. So the way that you do that is you're just going to come in here and turn on portamento right there. You're also going to want to turn on mono right here, so you're going to want to have both of these on. And then I like to turn the slide up a little bit, but that's optional. So now we're just kind of going to make a pattern with this. Really important, don't make it too complicated. You definitely don't want that. Yeah, so this is kind of how we're going to do it. So here's the pattern that I came up with this. I think it sounds really cool. So you can see I combined both methods of sliding. Right here I used a slide, and here I used slides and stuff like that, but here I used the portamento. That just kind of gives you a little bit more control over this slide, unless you have different types of slides, and makes it sound kind of cooler and just gives it a little bit more uniqueness. So that's essentially all we need to do for the melody. If you want to add some more stuff you can, but I think this is sounding complicated enough, so we're going to get to the drums. So to start off, I've just got a very simple 2-step hi-hat pattern. Sounds like this. And I'm going to add another hi-hat that sounds like this, and we're going to make a separate pattern and just add a few rolls and stuff like that. So I added a second hi-hat pattern, and I also added a clap. This is what it sounds like. sounds pretty cool. Next, we're going to go for the 808. For these types of beats, you want your 808 to be not super saturated, not too distorted. You want it to have a good amount of low end, but you also want it to be really punchy and have a little bit of sustain to it. This Machu Picchu 8 is really cool for this beat. Sounds like that. And you guys can pick up this 808 in my Drum Kit Academy. It's linked below, so definitely go grab that. Lots of really good 808 sounds. Now, we're pretty much just going to follow the root notes and make a standard 808 pattern. Nothing special. I slowed the beat down 10 BPM, so now it's at 150. We're also in the key of E major, if you're wondering, and I made this 808 pattern. Pretty cool. Now I'm just going to pretty much layer it with a kick and then add a couple little off beat things. So here's our kick pattern, pretty much just layering the 808, but I took out a couple notes and moved one note. Sounds like this. I also just turned down this pad a little bit because my ears were getting tired of hearing it. Next up, and pretty much the last thing, is the perks. These are really important for these beats. You kind of want them to be like space themed almost, you know, like ray guns and laser guns and, you know, stuff like that. So here's a few good examples of perks you can use. And then I've also got this explosion. I think it was used in Magnolia by Playboi Carti. It's been in a bunch of his songs, but it sounds like this. Pretty cool. This is the pattern that I made with them. And yeah guys, so that's pretty much the whole loop. So next we're just going to mix it. Probably won't really go into my mixing process because you've all seen it before. Alright guys, so this is what the mixer track looks like. Pretty much no effects at all, just a little bit of stereo imaging and some leveling. Sounds like this. And I've just got everything split by channel, so I'm going to multiply it over and arrange it, but you guys can check out my arrangement tutorial if you need to know how to arrange stuff, or just watch some of my older videos, but I'm not going to show it in this one. So I'm pretty much just going to sign off, but I will play the beat at the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Please drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Also go check out the description. I've got some free melody kits down there, as well as my Academy drum kit, which is what the 808 in this video came from. Very fire, so go check it out. Go follow me on Instagram. When I reach 2,000 followers, which we're like 80 followers away from, I'm dropping a free MIDI kit, so definitely go check that out and follow me, and also subscribe. When I reach 200 subscribers, I'm dropping a free loop kit, so check that out. But yeah, without further ado, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, and here's the beat.
How did Deprimido make this slap so hard?